Britain, what did you do when 4,391 unarmed civilians, children, women, pregnant women were massacred in Benue State? Britain, what did you do? Britain, what did you do? If you are not a terrorist state, and if you are not a sponsor of terrorism, Britain, what did you do when 4,127 innocent civilians, unarmed, women, children, were massacred in cold blood in Adamawa State? Britain, what did you do? Britain, you are a sponsor of terrorism. Britain, you breed terrorism. Britain, you are breeding terrorism in Nigeria. You are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, and you will not go scot-free. Britain, what did you do? 768 innocent civilians, unarmed men, children, we are massacred in cold blood in Plateau State. Britain, what did you do? Shame to you, Britain. You are a terrorist sponsor. Britain, what did you do when 2,229 innocent civilians, women, children, unarmed, were massacred in Yobe State? Britain, what did you do? Britain, what did you do? Shame to you, Britain. Britain, you are a sponsor. You are a sponsor of terrorism. And that which you have sown will come after you. The terrorists you have sponsored and you are breeding in the zoo will come after you. Britain, you are coming with Warship. Who cares? Who is scared? We have Biafran spirit, survival spirit. We are born to live, to survive, and to fight, to make sure we are alive. So Britain, you can come with more. The more they come, the more we sing them. So Biafrans, we are not scared. Let them come with whatever they have. They did that in 1967. We did not even fight Nigeria. We fought Britain. We fought other nations. Egypt was the one piloting their fighter and the bomber jets. They couldn't even do it themselves. So now they realize that we have defeated Fulani. They thought Fulani would have overrun us, but to their amazement, we have defeated them. So they are bringing their warship to scare. To scare who? They should know who Biafrans are. They remember how our forefathers engaged them. For 30 years or 40 years, they couldn't defeat us, our fathers. So is it today, 2023? No way. Biafra is going, and we are gone. So I'm happy to hear that the sit at home is 100% compliance. So Biafrans, we congratulate you. Let's keep speaking through sit at home that we are ready to go, and that we are not happy for the illegal and illegitimate governors and so-called political leaders who have lost control within Biafran territory. Let's continue to speak through this sit at home to tell the world that our leader, who supposedly supposed to be a British citizen, Britain, what did you do about your citizen who was kidnapped against international law? Let's keep sitting at home to tell our leader that we are with him. We are sacrificing alongside with him. And when he hears that we are sitting at home for his release, he will be encouraged. So Biafrans, nobody is scared. We are not scared. Let them come with more. The more they come, the more the ship will be sunk, if ever it is meant to engage us. Mazi Ugochukwu, you have the mic.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you for bringing up our great nation this morning, to represent each and every one of us, and really doing it in a very wonderful way. Before I proceed, I will definitely greet our great leader, Mazin Namdekano, which today is his day. And I salute each and every one out there home, sitting at home with all his heart, with all their heart, and making sure that we observe this wonderful man. You know that he's a British citizen, yes, but he's a Biafran child. So he being a British citizen, a passport, we don't give a damn how they act about him because he's our father, he's our leader, he's our own.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I agree with you.
He's our own. We must respect him. We must love him. We must cherish him. We must protect him. It doesn't matter the nonsense garbage passport he have. Some people may be there jumping around who they give one job or the other thinking that you're in Britain. We don't give a damn. So I salute him. I greet our great prime minister and I salute the land of Finland for showing that they are human, unlike Britain. And I greet our great all the ministers who go, all of you. I salute each and every one of you. All of you have taken a position, and all of you have identified that you are representing great men and women all over the world. This is not just all in Biafra land, all over the planet Earth. Some people used to make a joke about religion if only Igbo brag by Igbo also. About religion if only Biafra, not Igbo. Carry your bag and run because that place is not safe. And I will not forget our great marine, all the Eastern Security Network, all the Liberation Army, the Black Marines, the wonderful people, all of you. I salute each and every one of you. I salute each and every one of you. When I came up because one of our brother Ben, thank you, man. But he made a mention of even if they want to kill all of us in the Western world. My brother, I want you to take your time to make a research about your brothers and sisters all over the whole world. Forget about all those people that maybe they give them one more job, they will go on the internet and be talking us and try to defend Britain. I don't usually talk about them, but I see that they are pointing finger in each and every one of us face and ask us, what the hell can you do by bringing this ship? Look, see Channel TV, they are both to write it up. So my point here, my brother was saying that even though they want to kill all of us in the Western world, bro, they're not gonna do no shit. Let me tell you something. You see, a white man being a marine, being whatever he may call himself, F-16, whatever he may call himself, he cannot even come to you to confront you in asylum camp without using your own brother. They are scared to their marrow. You are an African man, a typical Biafran man. You are strong at heart, physical and spirit, unless you have misused yourself for one way or the other. These people, you see what this ship they are bringing there? They just want to cajole. They want to test microphone. You understand? They just want to test. They cannot do nothing without you. I have experience of this thing. They cannot. A white man does not matter how trained he is. He cannot confront a black man without using a black man to go and test microphone. If all of you can stand with our prime minister and our government and tell these idiot people, you don't give a damn, then come with the ship, we bring it down. And you in the Western world, listen, I live in another world, not in Britain. I live in a, but I will start making my way to even to try to buy house in Britain for one reason. You see how he has Port Harcourt in Igbo land. I want to have Ugochukwu state. I will change London to Ugochukwu. It's not a proud. If it is a plan of lifetime, let him be because they take their time to strategize. I'm telling you, these people are just lunatic. These British people, they are just nobody. I bring out the news and I show it to a British friend. He's doing well in my base. I said, look at, he said, Jesus Christ. What are they going there to do? Say, because the oil in my fatherland. They don't give a damn how many people died there. You're taking a ship. And it's time for each and every one of us to start abolishing that fucking name. But Harcourt, call it by name. Call it by name, Iguacha. We have given these people so much power. That's why they come, they take doctors, when they take this lunatic, some of our foolish brothers, and give you a job in a hospital. Maybe you're taking care of one old woman. You think that you are all fools. You are all fools. Some of us have had the opportunity to test these people. We live here. Some of us have lived in this part of the world, east, west. We try to know how these people reason. What gives them the guts to come and change our state into their name? What gives them the guts to come and enslave our ancestors? As our brother Gochku said, our minister, how can somebody grow up and saw that the father was killed by gun? When he grow up, he know that the father is not a criminal by any way. Then he had to find out, okay, by gun discharge, whatever you may call it. Me too, I want to discharge a gun and see if I can take somebody's father out or mother out. To take the enemy that take. That is exactly what happened to us. If you think that, bro, anywhere you are, it does not matter your condition. Don't think that anybody will come and eliminate you. Nobody. We have gone over that era. And we have gone to the extent that we have to come and say, oh, British people, citizens, please talk to your 10 down street. No, keep it there. Go ahead, go ahead. They're not going to do no shit. Support the army. If you have the force, come. Take them out. Go to their country. We're all over the whole world. Do you know why they cannot bombard us? Because they know we are here. If you are living in the Western world, you idiots, being from Biafra land, trying to cover this shit or one way or the other, you are an idiot. Because it is time for you to know that your own fatherland, these people are so proud of their land. Do you see how proud they are? Let me give you an instance. Glazer's family, they bought to Manchester United. When the citizens and indigenous want Glazer to be out, did the Glazers pull out soldiers to come and cover the whole Manchester United stadium? No. They want to pull out and sell it off. When Abramovich gets problem with when Russia get problem, what did they do? They give Abramovich debt to sell Chelsea. He sold it and left. What the hell are they fucking doing in our territory? Did they think that we have to come and be begging them? Get the guns. Get the guns. We face the motherfuckers. They are not trained more than us. We are here. We are here. The reason why they cannot bombard, if you bombard us, many of us, even though we are five, we will go there and fight you in your fucking damn country. You can't own Port Harcourt and name your place London. Name it Manchester, Newcastle. Why don't fucking name it to go to? You idiots. And don't think that they're going to kill you in the Western world. Who the hell are they? They are nobody. They are not even producing. The more, if you think that my brother that is hosting, he said, what did they do when the terrorists came? They want you to reduce. They don't give a shit when you die. Grow up this mind. Understand that you need your fatherland. You don't need a fucking job they give to you. You can build 1 million jobs in 5 years. Everybody will be busy. Your land is so fertile. What the hell are we talking about? Look at the lunatic Nigerians. They have bought to report it in a channel TV to post it. So let us be scared, eh? Come on. Grow up minds, man. Let's do this for once for all. These people are powerless. Western world, I'm saying I'm living in the Western world. Western world, they are fucking powerless. That is why they want to test microphone in Russia. How did they get it? Some of us have the opportunity to spend years in Russia, spend years in East and West. We know how they reason. We know these people's mind is just to dominate, steal. I hate to talk about them because they are irrelevant. See how Channel TV is broadcasting it as if, get the Warship. Biafrans, you are too strong. You are all over the whole world. If you want to deal with Britain now, you know what? You go to Britain and deal with them. Look at the Islams. Islam draw lines for them. What did they do? They carry cross to go and tell them this place belongs in Birmingham. What the fuck did they do? Can they chase them? The radical Islamists in their own country. But they are there showing us a warship. Or the old age, the Art 997. Put it in a movie, we think that, oh, M16, that's the one guy, he can fly from 10-story building. Bullshit. They're not going to do no shit. At 1993, we don't give a damn. Eastern Security Network, Liberation Army, men is going to join you. Come on. Bring the warship, bro. Bro, Ben, they're not going to take you out anywhere you are. Watch your brother's back. And for you that think that the Western love you because they give you one small job, you think that you are living in the Western world, you are wretched like puppets. You don't have no shit. And make research of your brothers all over the whole world. We are doing well. We are not hungry. And that is why we cannot give you a job. You can't buy us. You cannot get us. You cannot do no shit. They're not going to do you nothing in the Western world. That era has gone. That time that, talk to United Nations to recognize Biafra. Damn it. United Nations are all useless, lunatic children. 25 years sitting in that place. Want him to recognize you. Did you ask me to recognize all those small countries in Europe? Wales. All these small countries. All these countries in Scandinavia that divide themselves. 5 countries in Yugoslavia that divide themselves. Did you come and ask me my village in Imo State? Can you recognize me? Fuck you all. Sorry to use the word. Rise up and defend your fatherland. Those of them that doesn't want to support us, who think that we are ranting, okay, keep on. But you will go down like an idiot. Don't be scared, bro. They're not going to take anybody down. We are not going to reincarnate as you. Even if we die for reason. But not these fucking white people going to kill us. I live in their land. They're not going to do no shit. They have messed up a lot. You can't call them. It's time from our prime minister, please tell everybody to stop calling that place Port Harcourt. That rapist is Igbocha because they never give that place EPA. Let them call London, change London today to EPA. On Joku, on Newcastle, change it to Njoku. When they asked Abramovich to leave Chelsea, did he bring Warship from Russia? He left. If you have any agreement with the Fulanis, get them go there to Futajolan and settle it. Don't come to our land. And God forgive me, man, that they have people to negotiate in our land who call themselves governors. That's why these motherfuckers need to be taken down. This is too much to bear. Thank you so much. I stop here, brother.
Thank you for ventilating your anger. You're right. Anybody in the Western world, the Britain has no power, no right to touch anybody. Nobody should ever bring that into discussion. Nobody should ever contemplate thinking of Britain harming anybody. Look at what Islam is doing in their country. So nobody should ever entertain that kind of fear. So Britain, you are a disgrace to civilized world. Britain, you had a referendum and joined the EU. Not evil. Join EU to dominate them. Because you were evil, you couldn't stay among the other civilized countries. You have to exist because you are evil. Because you are evil. That's why you couldn't stay in the EU. Shame to you, Britain. You are coming with Warship. Who cares? Who is scared? Can come as many as you can. We will sink them. We will sink them in Biafran waters. And our children will see the wreck of your ship. You see, our divers will go into and display the wreck of your ship. So nobody is scared. So if you think you're coming with warship will make anybody to shiver. No, we are Biafrans. We are Biafrans. We bow to nobody except to the Almighty. Yeah. You have the mic, Mazi. Mazi, you have the mic. Yeah, Mazi. Yeah, you have the mic. Yeah.
Excuse me, my CEO. Can you please remove me so that you give to me back? Sorry.
Okay, it's all right.
Onyekachi, thank you. I'm sorry for interjecting you.
Just remove the code.
I will remove it, then you give it back.
Okay.
I'm not hearing you again.
It's all right. Yeah.
Okay. Should I proceed?
Yeah, proceed.
The noise is coming. The noise is disturbing, please. Okay, thank you. Fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, all due protocol duly observed. I feel my mood is somehow this moment. There are things I was investigating privately since we left the other space. People have said we shouldn't pay attention. We shouldn't be speaking much on this Britain issue, please. Speaking, they would think when you speak, they think maybe you're afraid of them. Okay. If the ship come here because of us, the ship must be destroyed on our land. Our major enemy we need to pay attention is the enablers, the enemy within. No matter how small you are, in as much you are united with one voice, no external enemy, no matter how powerful, will penetrate you easily. And what we need now is, as we speak now, action. We'll match it with equal action, or even action with more than what we are, our voice, this point in time. I realized that these people, they have many pair agents to instigate internal division, internal war. I want you to, when I point these things out to you, when you go home, reason over it. Because one of the source of our power is unity. And when they tried to invade our land for 41 years, they failed. They sent their spy who came, and one of the articles I used to say here so nice, that found out that our people are so united and also dedicated in worshiping in their spiritual worship. And a few years later, missionaries came. What the missionaries did in our land is they started penetrating the heart of our women. They penetrate through our women, especially the widows, or those whom their people were banished, which was the highest punishment in our land then. And why some of them were banished is because they tried to use the iron technology our fathers invented to form a weapon against innocent people. And our fathers, leaders then, they placed embargo on it. So most of the people banished were because of that. So the family affected, some of them feel cheated, feel offended. So most of them, this mission is penetrated through that angle.
Please, co-host, please take charge. Take charge. I'll be back. I'll be back very soon. Take charge, please.
Okay. So what am I trying to say here, my people? Please, I want to speak calmly, so that's what I'm saying here will penetrate us. Now these people have tried. They've seen that the Fulanis have failed, as last speaker rightly said. They've seen that they cannot have upper hand in our land again. So what they want to do now is to use for we to fight ourselves. Internal fight, internal war. And if we fail to quench this now, as that is going on, then they will have their way. I want you to look at these two angles. Christian leaders, especially the pastors and their followers, against the ordinana, our own original way of worship. There is war going on between these people on social media, and this is how it starts. Someone may say, no, that is not their hand is not there. But I want to tell you, if you investigate the origin of those saga, our enemy's hand on it. It used to start like this. When it starts like this, begin to develop. And again, when you go to social media again, there's one vigilante in Anambra. I'm telling you, one vigilante Soludo created in Anambra. Whenever they always mention a Boeing. Anybody they arrested, whether it's true or fabrication, they will say it's from a Boeing. I want you to know that this is internal war being developed gradually. And we cannot doubt if they are doing it deliberately. They are being sponsored by our enemy to do it deliberately, to instigate internal war, to distract us. Our prime minister must comment on this. And all these vigilantes in our land, who knows the blood that runs in them? Fulani may be among them, born in our land. All of them will claim to be vigilantes in our land. Who tested their DNA? Who know the blood that runs in them? That someone speaks Igbo today or speak any other Biafra dialect does not mean is our person until proven otherwise. because there are so many Fulanis born in our land. Okay, so all this, those claims to be security in our land, those they need to be seriously checked to know who are enemies among them, who are not. Because as an Igbo man, as a typical Igbo man, I'm telling you the fact, it will be difficult for a typical Igbo blood like me to do something that will be against my people. There are a limit of our crime against ourselves. That is why whenever people use this, try to bring that insult on pluralistic nomenclature like Igbo or Biafra, I used to be against it. When somebody commits crime, treat it directly as that person. Don't need of calling where it's come from or Ndi Ebonyi, Ndi Anambra. That must stop. That must stop. This is internal war being developed, being instigated, and we may take it common. Before you know it, it will escalate. It will escalate. It will escalate. If you think that our enemies are not in it, then you are joking. You are joking. You don't know what is going on. The enemies are sponsoring it. If not that everything open now, if we were told that Britain and US are sponsoring Boko Haram before, some of us will not believe it. So don't take this for granted. Our enemies have tried other ways. They have failed. They want to use internal war, internal division among the Igbo nation, because they see that among Biafrans also may not be possible. They began to state by state. Every Ebonyi. Why can't you treat that thief and punish the thief? Why are you mentioning where from? Why are you insulting the people of Ebonyi? I want you to reason this. Our Prime Minister must say something about this, and those who behind it, those who are bringing those sagas on social media, both on ground, will be traced and deal with. Because if you think he's unconnected, then that means you don't know what is going on. That is what I want to say. We need to pay attention. And again, look at all this obedience. Their leaders, those leading them. I told you last time that most of them are agents. Those leading them, they are the same thing with the pastors, the so-called GOs. Yes, they are working together. They are working together. That is why they want you to be controlling the mind of their followers. Keep them busy, keeping them busy from thinking something good, thinking about how to free themselves. They keep giving them false hope, false hope, false hope. Before you know it, another 4 years will go. If you think it's unconnected, then you are joking. Okay? Our enemies are behind all this thing. They are sponsoring them. We must pay attention to this. And I saw a video, a write-up where somebody, he said Yoruba, the headline is Yoruba something. He just writes something that is insulting the Igbo traditional hats. When I look at it, I wanted to comment. I said no, because I know where they are coming from. Okay, they are the tribal war instigators. When you see such thing on media this point in time, don't give them attention. They are trying to instigate the already destroyed tribal war, tribal heads. They are trying by all means, okay? Not everybody who claims to be Yoruba are Yoruba. The same way in Igbo, not everybody who claims to be Igbo is Igbo. Ask yourself, why are they rejecting database system? Database system. Database not only population counts, but you also have some background check. By so doing, DNA tests will be conducted. Then you will know, you'll be shocked that some of the people claiming to be the security, high-rank security officer from your region, from your tribe or your ethnicity, that they are not your blood, or they are not full blood. You'll be surprised that those who are representing you in governments, both in Senate, in state level and the federal level, that some of them are not your blood. I told you last time, there is a one man in Imo. He's an Fulani man. He's a lawyer. He said his name is Njoko. But he's a Fulani man. That is the man Hopeless want to use as his deputy if he related again. And I want you to know, if that's allowed to happen, they may eliminate the useless man or impeach him, or after him, that Fulani man will take over. That is how they are taking over the states. They first of all use the own who is like you. Then after that one, then full Fulani person will take over. By then, they've already emasculated you. They've already caged you. You can no longer rise up again. As it is now, the outside people can no longer rise up again on their own, unless they have external help. And if we fail to do the needful now without wasting time, it may get to that stage when they cage you. That is why they are using their agents to begin to delay to give the obedience false hope, giving them false hope while they are on the ground taking charge, changing and storing their own their stooges on every leadership positions. Okay? Check all the organization, Nollywood, 1, 2, 3. The number 1, number 2, number 3 are their stooges. They use them to control the younger ones. That is how it is in every organization. Go to is it Nigeria UJ? I don't know if Nigeria Union of Journalists. I don't know if it exists anymore. Go, those who control it as their stooges, if not Fulanis. Every organization, both governmental and non-governmental organization, they have succeeded in planting their stooges there. Okay, now they are going to the local chiefs. They are planting their stooges, the PGs. You know, they before you know it, all this vigilante, their leaders become Fulanis. If you know, don't take this. This is how they're taking over everything. When they started doing all this, capturing everywhere, then they will engage you. You can no longer rise up again. Can no longer rise up again. That is how they have emasculated the Hausa people. We must not neglect any of this atom of saga that may lead to internal division among us, internal war among us. No matter how small, don't neglect it. If you trace every of it, you will see that the source is from our enemies. They are sponsoring it. They are sponsoring it. You can't see Fulani come to show it or sponsor it by themselves. Also, the same way the Western world are using our people as their stooges to perpetrate their evil agendas. Also, they are doing in the regional leaders, but also to the local leaders. We must take note of this and be serious. We don't have to leave no stone unturned. We don't have to give any atom of chance for anybody that trying to be used to instigate any internal war, internal division. That person must be dealt with decisively. They are the true enemies. Without them, Britain cannot do no shit. Without them, Fulani can do no shit. They are our major enemy. They are our worst enemy we need to deal with first. Okay? When you leave them and begin to fight the outsiders, you are wasting your time. Those enablers, we must focus. Okay? We must focus on their things that belong to them and them direct. Like our brother rightly said, their children, If you kill anybody's children, we go after your children. That is what we must start doing now. Because as you don't value other people's children, then you want to have your own children. You see, Ifeanyi Oba happy with his own children. When we can see his own children, they're happy. When see their own, they're happy. Hope of them see their own happy. Hope of them have grown children. Have grown children. But some people don't know that this one, a married now, just new second wife, has grown children. We must know their relatives one by one. Because for the fact they fail to speak means that they are accomplices. If you are in a cabinet of Hope Uzodinma and you cannot stop what he's doing, why can't you resign and change position and give us what we need to fight our enemies? For the fact you keep quiet and sit there means that you value the money and that post than our lives. Somebody like Usho Buago that can speak 100 words in 1 minute. Not up to 1 minute, maybe some seconds. Usho Buago is mute, or this why. Usho Buago can no longer talk. That means he prefers his personal interests to the life of thousands of people being killed under Hope Uzodinma. How can you forgive such person? Don't say because of no. That is inexcusable. If you truly love your people, you will resign. Hunger will not kill you. If you're a journalist, you don't report what is happening in our land. You don't report it. As you say, because you don't want to lose your job. You prefer your job, your personal interests, to the life of thousands of people being killed. Being killed because of your bias reportage, because of your suppression of facts and dissemination of falsehoods. Because if you have been reporting the truth, no matter how the West corrupts, there are millions of good people among them that are humanistic life values. Those who are humanistic life values, who are lovers of freedom, will speak. And when the evil ones see that majority are speaking, they will stop their evil. For the fact you don't want to report what is happening means that you are our enemies. If your relative is among them and is doing this, know it that is our enemy. I don't care if the person is my relative, because what we're doing is beyond family, group, or personal interest. General interest is more important. And whenever it's on the table, other interests must not raise their head up. Thank you so much, my people. We must continue. We must double our effort, whatever we're doing. Speed. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, my wonderful brother Onyekachukwu. Bless you. Yes, this UK warship we brought up here. It's not for we, the Biafrans. The UK is supposed to know that we are not afraid of them. If our leaders was not afraid of them, it was standing right in their soil, telling them to their face that they are the ones sponsoring the terrorists in our land. Just imagine we that are following our leader that they have kidnapped. We are not afraid of them. We just put it there, even for this obedience that have been those that are still fighting for one Nigeria. It's for them to draw their attention to let them know that war is already going on. The same channel TV really tell us that he didn't know that the Nigeria terrorist government has been sending Nigeria terrorist army to Biafra land to be killing people, bombing people as they never carry it out one day. But they want to carry this one out. They thought that if they post this, it will intimidate us. No, we are not afraid. If they like, may they carry the whole palace of the royal family. May they carry and come our territory. They will, the land of Biafra will swallow them. It will swallow their palace. So we are not afraid. This is just even some of the enablers to awaken them, to make them know that war is going on already, that they have failed. First of all, they are terrorists, Fulani terrorists, they imported. They use Buhari to sponsor. They are using Shetima to sponsor. Have failed. And secondly, Obi that they sent to come and distract the restoration of Biafra Republic has failed them. Because if you notice it, this their president, is not going to UK. It's not in alliance with UK. UK already know that Tinubu don't send them. He is going to France. Tinubu his allegiance is to France, not to UK. That is why they sent Obi. They thought Obi they would have carried the election so that they will use Obi. But Obi have failed them. Why did they bring their worship before the tribunal? Now that the tribunal, they didn't know that the tribunal have minds to tell to their face that the election that the whole world, even the baby that is still under the womb of his mother, the baby unyet born, see it right from inside the womb of his mother that the election was rigged, that Tinubu didn't win. But the courts say it to their face that Tinubu is there already. There's nothing they can do, the British can do about it. That is why they are now bringing their worship to our land. They are failed already. They are failed. We just posted here since our Prime Minister posted it. So, because our Minister for Information said, whatever our Prime Minister posts, we need to re-echo it. So our Prime Minister posted it this morning. We saw it exactly 2 hours ago. Our topic was a different topic, so we have to change it to re-echo it. To make maybe some people will not know the zoo. They will not know that the British warship is already in Biafra land. Those ones that are still afraid to fight for their land, that are still afraid to stand up for the rights, to defend their ancestral land, so that they will start knowing that war is coming to them, that nobody will be left out except they stand up and join their hand together with the Biafras and fight one. We have one enemy in common. That is the British and the Fulani terrorists that they are sponsoring to kill all the indigenous people. So we need to join our hand together. All the indigenous people need to join their hand together and fight these terrorists. Both the British, now they have proved to you that they are the ones sponsoring them. They are coming to defend their zoo terrorists. Thank you very much. Olanire, I'm sorry, you have to be patient. Let me give to our able sister, ladies first. My wonderful sister Ebere. The mic is yours.
Yeah, good morning, Warrior Queen, my sister. Long time.
Good morning, my beloved. Yes. Yes, last week I was working double work, morning and afternoon, morning and afternoon.
That's
I couldn't have
okay.
chance to come. Yes, thank you very much.
That's
How are
okay.
you?
Yeah, I'm good. Yesterday, I don't know what I did to Twitter or X. It was just kicking me. If I come in, it will kick me out. If I come in, it will kick me out. So I don't know what I did to. I decided to just stay away from their madness.
Don't mind them. That is how the Twitter is. They used to kick people out.
Anyway, just for what I just want to contribute a little bit. I don't have much to say, but just to contribute a little bit on what my brother Oyeka said. Thank you, thank you, brother Oyeka, for that wonderful submission of yours, for pointing out that thing. You know that in Fulani have infiltrated us so much that we don't even know who are the real born of Igbo land. I know we know ourselves, but they have used this their enablers to destroy. You know that internal war. The person that brought that everything that happened in Anambra is Soludo. Soludo just want to use it to create a chaos in Igbo land, but it's not working for him, and it should never work. But it's just like you said, it has been lingering for so long. If we keep mute, and I believe our PM is so busy now, it's not what he's going to be talking. He doesn't do exposition anymore, at least not for some time now. But we're supposed to be saying all these things. If we come on the space, we'll point it out and tackle it and stop all this. The one the British and Fulani have done is enough. So, and now they won't come now to tell us. They are now using the enablers and using people like us now, especially like that Imo State one, like the person coming as deputy of is a Fulani born. But just like if you go in when I was growing up as a child, I know a good number of them in Enugu, they were born there and all speak Igbo. So you won't even know who is a Fulani, who is Igbo. They're all speaking, but they still have their agenda behind their back. So thank you very much for pointing that out. And again, in the Warship of UK, we are supposed to know that since, just like what our PM said, since 1960, they said they give us independence. There was nothing like independence. So, and now they brought in their warship. So I think a Chinese warship was still there for some time, for a few months back now. Now British is coming. But it's quite unfortunate that our people who claim to be there fighting for their freedom are seeing all these things. Instead of them to be saying it, fight against the Nigerian government and the British government, they decide to channel their energy fighting against our freedom and PM, fighting on how to go and kidnap him. As if they kidnap him, that's the end of their problem. The one they kidnapped is still in the DSS. We're still fighting on how to bring him out. They're fighting another person. It's such a shame, the so-called black race. This is what our leader always said in the shoji. You leave you leave your problem and start looking for instead of you to go after what discussing the problem, you're going after the problem. We know where our problem are coming from. Instead of us to go there, go and fight the British and the Nigerian government, you are looking for somebody who is fighting to liberate you from the problem. I don't know why we are like this. Is it a cause or something? Or just because of money?
My sister, please look at what happened. Sorry to interrupt you. Look at what happened. They are being, just like Ikenga was removed. They said, if they want, they can say, if they want you to be removed, you do something like this. They are being used. Nobody with clear eyes that will do something. They are being used because they have, some of them, they have already have their file, their crime case. So if they fail to do it, they will bring their case out. They are being used. They have their blackmail. So do no clear one with clear eyes will do such thing. That is the problem.
Yeah, because even our leaders, there was, I think, our PM posted one of our leaders' broadcasts where he said, when he was mentioning all the Fulani's governors and the emir all over the north, and he said they couldn't do that in Imo State, but they have to install their stooge. So, which is Hope Uzodimma, their stooge and their slave, which is Hope Uzodimma. And now he's fighting tooth and nail to come back again. And if he come back again with that his deputy, who is a Fulani blood, So that means this time around they're going to conquer the entire Igbo land. And the worst thing is there is nothing all this our Igbo and Igbo youth can do about it. All of them, once you just give them money, they become useless. This is where and they're using the villagers to be doing all this things. So I am so.
You see, they come with Murumini. We defeated that of Murumini. So they now come with this tribal war. It be this or the religion. You fight, some youth are fighting for pastors. When if that man is a man of God, why are you fighting for him? Allow God to fight for himself. So that is the area they see that we fought that and we destroyed that. They want to use the to use our youths. So we fought that side and that one go down. They are coming again. All these things, they are using their stooges to do it. For example, now somebody who is a criminal now supposed to be in prison. So they will tell him, if you don't do this, we'll bring your case out. That is why
and they're willing to do that for you not to bring their case out.
Exactly. And that's what they're doing. If I Oba. That is this issue. No one will do it on clear eyes. But they don't, because they don't love our people. That is why. If you love our people, like if you love our people, if you love your people, you will not value your power or money than that love of your people. You will resign and change position and expose them. That will facilitate what we're doing. That is why we cannot forgive them. Thank you. Go on.
Yeah, that's because the reason why they're not doing everything, because they have taken the freedom of speech away from you, and all of them don't want to die, and they will threaten you with death. Even if you know the truth and expose the truth, or you refuse to do their thing, that's why they chose to be their enablers and their stooge. Because if you come out and expose what you know, they will come after your life. And because we love life so much, we prefer to do their bidding than to do the right thing. And
all their money they stole, they put it in their own land. All the money, and then so you see, they will tell you they will seize everything and also persecute the person. So they hold them all the money they stole, they put it in their land. So that is why they tell you they will seize everything. They will seize all your assets. They will still bring the case of the person out. So that is how they are using. First of all, they will criminate you. They will push you into crime. They will push you into committing crime, push you into financial crime. Make sure that they give you contracts. Look at Zub Michael. When Zubi came out, they see that they have followers. They draw him into politics and begin to give him contracts. This is how they bring them close. You will see that you draw crowd, that you can pull a crowd that so many youth have many followers. They draw you close. Look at a chief priest, Kubana chief priest. Remember, there was a time they said they arrested him. He said tested okay in airport for money laundering. Tested okay means that they have reached agreements. Nobody tell me this, but I know what is going on. We have to reason sometimes to know how they are catching our people. Thank you so much. Go on.
You're very correct, my brother. But we have to intensify this Idu intensify it, because this thing has becoming a very big problem to us.
We have to intensify it. We have to deal with them decisively. That's what I'm saying. Because if we leave them, they value their own life with their own children more than that of their own people. They are evil. They don't love our people. That's why we cannot forgive them.
Yeah, because the Fulani has a 1-1 method. They use, and it's working for them. Just the same way they used Azikiwe during the Civil War, the same way they use Obi now. If you don't want to, they will seize your asset. And I came to find out that Obi himself was involved in kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's 100% involved.
Obi swear with Apoga, with the family.
Let's make it brief so that others can contribute.
His family. Who else? Carry on, my sister. Thank you so much.
No, it's okay. The only thing I want to say, I just thank you for pointing out that internal war, for bringing who is from Ebony, who is Anambra, who is Imo State, or anywhere, all those kind of nonsense. It has to stop. We have to put more pressure on that and intensify our Idu Akanon with all these useless Igbo and the PGs, because they are the main problem we have in Igbo land. Or else, everything we are just doing, we are just going around the circles. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
you are back.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead, co-host.
yeah, thank you very much. I wanted to point out something here. You know what? Since those things, as far as they are doing it on social media, you have to know that it will end there. None of our Biafra citizens in homeland will buy this.
No, not only your social media, my lady, not only your social media. The vigilante in Anambra are doing it. They will arrest person, they say, where are you from? Ebonyi. Where are you from? Ebonyi. Why Ebonyi? Why? They begin to make it happening in live with vigilante in Anambra.
All are still something to attack our prime minister because they are doing it that indirectly. Those people, all those vigilantes, they are the stooges of the Fulani. They are working for Nigeria government because our prime minister is from Ebonyi. So that is why they are doing that. They want other part of Igbo to hate our prime minister.
Exactly.
So we will not buy that. Our people are not buying it.
It will not work. It will not work because the average Biafrans will not buy it. Those vigilantes, yes, they can work for them, but the average Biafran who are in the majority can never buy that.
Understand. If me, that is from Edo State, know this clearly, that this is a planned work just to harm our prime minister, since they cannot defeat him physically and spiritually. They want to use this eternal war. It's not working. If me from Edo State, I clearly know that these are some of their tactics they are using, the way they have been using different kind of tactics. So just imagine somebody from Imo State or Enugu State, they will not buy it. They will not buy it. It will end up with all those Fulani vigilante they deploy everywhere. So I think if our prime minister is not talking about it, you know that it's irrelevant for our prime minister, because our prime minister pay attention to everything that happens. Even though he don't come to make a live broadcast about it, he will always come, he will always tweet it. He will always tweet it. So if we don't tweet it and he don't talk about it, you know that our BLA are taking care of those people. They will surely take care of them. Hi, hello. So, my host, if you don't have any other thing to say, the next person should be Olanire. He was here before every other person. I think network brought him down. Thank you.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes, you have 3 cents to give your submission. Thank you.
I just want to, I greet everybody good morning. I just want to bring something to the table. So this one has serious information about this Twitter. I beg, before you, the update in Twitter from that Twitter to X, the update no be it's like they want to suppress all the whole information. How would they carry out information? Because I take understand this thing, I take know this thing now because of the time where I see they use a Twitter 7.2 app. Sorry, I will come back.
I'm not hearing anyone. No. What happened?
I'll come back.
I think it. Hello.
Onyekachi, if you can leave and come back, it's your network. Just leave the space and request for the mic again. You will start hearing.
Okay.
Thank you. Olanire. Okay, before Olanire come back, I think Efko King. Efko King, the mic is yours.
Hello. Good morning. Great Biafrans. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are spacing from. Especially, I want to thank every one of us for our seriousness towards this freedom. It is something that must come to pass. There's nothing. Our freedom has come. All these things we are seeing today is the last phase. So I want to especially thank our Prime Minister, our Liberation Army, and our Omada, every one of us who are there to make sure that this struggle is something to write home about. I want to especially thank every one of you. Michukwu Kikabiama. Bless every one of you. I want to emphasize on, there's somebody who mentioned somebody called Uche Ogbuagu. Yes, I remember those days when Uche Ogbuagu was on air, speaking, vomiting all sorts of things. But there's a word that that young man spoke that time. He said that instead of him to die and Nigeria will be good, let's not this threat that he will live. So, and we are like, because he's a comedian, so everybody was laughing without knowing that he knows what he's doing, without knowing that he's a man who is a self-centered. Today, are we hearing his voice? No, he has joined them. So this is all about all these people. They are there just to get whatever they want. Once they got it, they will shut up their mouth and join the queue. So another thing I want to speak concerning this ship that we are hearing that they brought at Lagos. Lagos is not Biafran land, and they cannot trespass. That is just it. We should understand that this thing is what we are facing today. You can see that what we are facing today was exactly what our ancestors faced, British and the Biafrans. Because what these people are doing today is they are kind of, once you are speaking against what they are doing, they will remove you on the way. And that is exactly what the challenge we are facing today. If you don't believe, if you don't want them to actualize whatever plans they are having, or if you don't want to join whatever they are doing, they will remove you. That is what kept our leader where he is today, which he will regain his freedom. That is the fight that our Prime Minister is facing. That is the fight every one of us are facing today, because we said no to that bad government. This is to reflect us back to when the British came to our land with a Christianity. They came with Christianity. Not that they love us, not that they want us to whatever, but they came with Christianity to suppress us. And those that did not accept that, which was our ancestors, they killed them all. They killed them by hanging, by stabbing, by drowning inside the high sea, by starvation. They use by gun. They killed them in all manner of means to make sure that they silence them. Then those ones who are helpless, who do not have any person to stand or fight for them, they enforce the Christianity on them. That is exactly how they conquered us, and they start stealing our resources. So this is exactly what these people are doing today. Britain, that same Britain is still working hand out with all these stooges. Now, if you don't want to accept, or if you don't want to believe what they are doing, the only way, the only remedy, or the only just what is facing you is either they remove you on the way, or any other thing can happen. So my people, we should not fear. Britain bringing their warship in our land, it matters nothing, absolutely nothing. It is in Lagos. Lagos is not Biafran land, and they can never trespass to our land. They can never try such nonsense. So I am in the Biafran land. We are not seeing it as an issue or whatever. So let it just be that the world are seeing that the game, the kind of game they are playing. So, and we know that it's just a kind of a last phase. So let me just head my mic here so that another person can continue. So thank you once again, my good people. I love you all. God Almighty will bless and protect every one of us. You say, you say.
Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful submission. Mr. Okeke, bless you. We are not afraid of this worship. We are not afraid. It doesn't mean anything to us. We are only just here to create awareness to the obedient, to let them know that war is already going on, to let them know that Obi have failed is colonial terrorist. That is why they are bringing their worship. Win-win. It's like network is not so good today. It's train everybody front and back. Kadi, you can have the mic. Thank you. Kadi, can you hear me? Kadi? Kadi, are you hearing me? I don't think he's hearing me. Network. Mazi Prince, you are welcome. Okay. I think Kadi is not hearing me. Am I coming out? Can somebody else hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, that means the problem is from Kadi. Okay. My host, are you there? Mazi Prince, you are welcome. Mazi Prince, pick the mic and give your submission. Today is Mazi Kanu, our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Day. Talk to Biafra. I think they are not hearing me.
Are you talking to me?
Mazi Prince. I was talking to Mazi Prince.
Maybe he's taking advice now.
Yeah, he's getting advice from
Mr.
our
GDP.
ancestors. No.
Mr. GDP. Do you know who is Mr. GDP?
No.
Peter Obi now.
No, we don't get advice on that again.
You don't know that you don't know he's a Mr. GDP by name. Mr. GDP.
And so,
You know GDP of the country often they can say GDP of all the country in the world often. GDP. You know the GDP.
okay. I think the network is really bad today. So, my host, are you there? Are you back?
If nobody is ready to talk, let me be saying what I was saying. Am I permitted?
Yeah. Yes.
People are ready to talk. You are not just following you guys. People are ready to talk here.
Okay, but they're not responding. They're not responding.
We are responding. If
okay.
A particular person is getting advice, doesn't mean other people are getting advice as well.
But,
I can see Kadiko FM raising up his hand. I have not spoken, and even EPCO have not spoken. Ben has not spoken. Okay, so please take it one after the other.
I'll be calling Kadi. Kadi is not responding. And I call Mazi Prince. It's not responding. Win-win. The mic is yours.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
It's all right. My sister, Warrior Queen, I thank you so much and for being here this morning, because we see you, mother, in you, and keep doing what you are doing. You are doing very great for the freedom of our people. May Chukwu Kabiama bless you and the host as well. Waking up yesterday, I saw Warship from the UK, and I began to laugh because Mazi Princewell posted something concerning, Bakassi Peninsula and the Cameroonian soldiers, and that may have, prompted the Warship, because what Britain wants from us is what I don't know. They are bringing this Warship to probably, scare our people, maybe thinking that 1967 to 1970 is still 2020, 23. That Warship, if it gets to Biafra land, it will be synced in Biafra land. That I can guarantee you, because what these people do is what I call like Iberiberism, according to one idiot. You said you have given Nigeria, their independence, but you don't even, talk to the parliament of Nigeria before interfering in their security affairs. In as much as the zoo is recognized as a sovereign nation, they have 3 arms of government, which has to do with the judiciary, legislative, and what was the third one? Judiciary, legislative, and